Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Anderson again, and for this video that's dedicated to the month of Halloween, October in 2024, I decided to talk about one of the big ones. One of my personal favorite movies of all time, the self-proclaimed best comedy of all time, Young Frankenstein. And you know what? Yeah, this movie definitely qualifies as the best comedy of all time. Because this movie isn't funny, it's goddamn funny as all hell. It deserves a crown. It's that good. From the master of comedy himself, Mel Brooks. And boy, this movie does not disappoint. Right now, I'm gonna just skip the end and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna give a happy face approval right there because this movie is so freaking hilarious. So go watch the movie. But I command you to go watch the movie for yourself. You're gonna piss your pants the first time you see it. Oh, okay. I'll do a review of it. You know, I can't cover everything in this movie. You know, it's that feeling good and that much detail in there. Not only is it a good parody movie, but it's also a good Frankenstein movie too. You know, about the girl Frankenstein, but like a new generation worth of him, because it's supposed to be after Frankenstein and the creator died. It's also implied that the monster is the same monster from the very first movie, where this time he's played by Peter Boyle, whose most well-known role is the father from Everybody Loves Raymond. Even though everybody hates Raymond, but that's besides the point. Anyway, we start out with Victor von Frankenstein, Frederick Frankenstein, and yes, he does want to pronounce that way to differentiate himself from that Frankenstein, the guy that made the monster, the guy that's infamous throughout Europe as being a very horrible guy. Now, I should point out that this movie is in black and white, even though it was advertised on the poster and the cover as being a fully colorized movie. And back in 1974, they did have the technology to make it colorized. But I don't know what they did. Maybe to emulate the viewing of the first movie so much. And the second movie, The Bride and Frankenstein. So anyway, we start with, I guess it was Dr. Victor von Frankenstein's funeral, in which he's laying in the coffin dead there, and I guess the overseer wants to take his personal notes or his personal book away from him. And the first major joke in the movie, because he's like this, kind of laying down, I'm floating the ground off my back, and this is the book pressed up against him. the overseer trying to take away the book from the dead body. And the dead body is actually resisting it, like this. And it's so funny. Eventually he wrestles away from the dead body. I don't get why it's giving some trouble, but still. I would imagine that'd be a lot easier than taking from a baby. But I guess it probably would struggle against that too. A simple task. So anyway, then he goes over to to a school where you see the grandson of him, Frederick Frankenstein, is giving a lecture on nerves and involuntary movement versus voluntary movement. Voluntary movement is something that I can control. Like moving my arm left and right, all that stuff, up and down and all that. Whereas involuntary movements are something like my heartbeat, my lung capacity, moving in and out, my stomach producing acid, and other bodily functions that I don't need to control it myself. If I did, everything would go haywire, and people would forget stuff and die and stuff like that. So anyway, they show that they have a test subject going to the educational theater where Victor does like Frederick does like a weird experiment on the guy where he insults the guy and yells at him and he can do involuntary movement on purpose as like a gut reaction type thing. And then he blocks his neural pathways with some kind of clamp. And then he does the same thing and he insults him to where the guy ends up doing the blockage is making his information from his brain to his rest of his body, like overload the system. So that by the time he removes the clamps, he kind of collapses like a bunch of broccoli, and then he ends up writhing in pain like he's having a seizure or something because of the overload and the outflow of whatever he had. But I would like to call bullshit on this because, first of all, I don't know if there's any one pathway that you can block for that type of effect. Number two, I don't think it'd be that powerful that it would leave the main people going severe pain. And therefore, when he's like that, the good doctor only gives him $1 extra tip for pain and suffering he caused. I would think that would be more of a $2 tip in injury. Or something about it. So then the overseer go to see him about the book and can how to follow the work and stuff. And there's a lot of assistant, this other doctor in training aggravates him to the point that he stabs himself with a scalpel talking about his grandfather's work and that aren't you curious to carry it on and that kind of thing. Which yeah, I would say if my father, my grandfather before him, or great grandfather, whatever, were into all that scientific mumbo jumbo stuff, I would think that it'd be pretty interesting with the carry on of the legacy. At least do a little research into it. But then he gets so pissed off that he said, my grandfather's work was doo-doo. And then he goes to stab himself with a scalpel. And of course it's by accident, but he covers it up so well that it's like, hey, I just stabbed myself with a scalpel. A big thing with class. Now, any more questions? That does not do it my grandfather's work. So then the class gets dismissed. And then the overseer goes to see him down there with the book. He says, I'm not interested in doing any of that. But so you gotta work about the estate and stuff. So he goes to Transylvania after talking to his fiance, and they end up parting ways. Don't worry, she come back in the end of the movie. And boy, did she come back at the end of the movie. Now, go on with the whole Transylvania part of it. Let me just say that, to say that this movie was cast good is a bit of an understatement. I would say, as a professor of bitch and whiner at movies and things, this movie was brilliantly cast. We had Matt Khan in the movie as the fiancée of Elizabeth. And yeah, played by Terry Clark, which, by the way, I should point out that I have a nurse that looks just like Terry Clark. Very good looking. You have many filming as Igor. You have Close Leachman as Frau Blucher, which has a bonus that whenever anybody says the word Blucher, the horse is like whinnying up and down, and they run away up, I'm assuming, and they hear that name. And lightning strikes too, so it's very funny. I want to say that's a callback to one of the Frankenstein movies, but I can't nail down which one it was. So I'm sure you guys can provide the answer for me in the comments below. So anyway, the most brilliant casting choice in this movie came down to the good dog themselves, who looks amazing like his grandfather, Frederick Frankenstein, played by Miss Willy Wonka. Yeah, this movie is played by excellently by Gene Wilder, and boy, he gives it his A game in this movie. From the more so intelligent performances to the raving mad lunatic of it's alive, and then it is just so funny. Seeing going from a nice, sweet, intelligent person to being a psychopathic guy that wants to have his mom to be the toast of the town. So, Dr. Frankenstein gets on the train to Transylvania, and you would think that he would go from America to Europe by a boat or a plane or something like that. But nope, they transition right from the train from America right directly into a train into Transylvania. So what, they got underwater subway system for old-fashioned trains that go from let's say New York to Transylvania with no need for an airplane. And that's funny right there. So then he took the boy outside, and the boy can understand English pretty well for a Transylvanian boy. Now, I should also point out that, for those who don't know, Transylvania is not an official country. It's more of an area of Eastern Europe. So like Hungary, Austria, I think Ukraine, somewhere in there is the area for Transylvania. And boy, is it good. You could see the mist everywhere. You see fog, you see the you see everything you would associate with doom and gloom and vampires and Frankenstein monsters and everything else. The thing is perfect. And here we get introduced to Igor. Or Igor for everyone else, but Igor, he pronounces it Igor. So, he said that Frankenstein walk this way down the stairs. You know, we assume that he means walk this way, like follow me down the way. But no, he literally wants him to walk this way, as in with the hunchback and everything, with King and all of that. So it's very funny, especially when the dog catches onto it. So then he also gets I'm a wonderful surgeon. I can fix the hump on your back. What hump? Apparently he doesn't realize he got a hump on the back, which he winks to the camera and says, "Ha! I know I get him." And then it's funny because the hump also goes from right to left on his body, which I'm pretty sure is anatomically not possible. So anyway, you see him in doing that type of stuff. It's just so funny. Because he goes over to meet his new assistant called Inga, played by Terry Carr. And she's a bit of an airhead, actually. And she's very much in love with Frankenstein. To the point that they end up getting married later on. I'll talk about that when we get to that part. So anyway, they take a roll in the hay with her, and then when they get to the castle, he's helping her out of the carriage, and Igor goes over there and knocks on the door with the big metal rings, and then he says, "What naggers?" And then Terry says, Thank you, doctor." That joke is funny, but I know that now they probably wouldn't make it like that because feminism and society would say no to that kind of thing. But anyway, that's only a minor joke. Then we get into just Fabuker, which closely plays that the end degree funny. I don't know if that's an actual character from the original movies or book that it's based on, but yeah, it's funny how. And then he ends up getting woken up by someone playing a violin in the background behind a bookshelf with a secret passage in it. Now, the secret passage is the devil for everyone because first they can't open it, then they can open it, but only under conditions. Then it gets stuck behind that, in between the books and stuff. To cause it to get stuck so they can go in it and get in it himself. So yeah, then if he gets stuck behind the bookshelf as he's in the regular room, so she said, put the Kindle back on the book on the stick. It is so funny. By the way, she speaks with a German accent, I believe. I don't know if she's really German, but it's funny nonetheless. So anyway, they follow this noise, this violin playing, just to find out that there's a cigar on one of the tables. Turned out that whoever was playing that, and who was wanted Frederick to follow the sound to find it, the secret laboratory for the Frankenstein monster. And from there, you find out that he wants to become the heir to the Frankenstein legacy of bringing back dead tissue to real life. Now, I want to know something in the comments below. What do you think would happen if Dr. Frankenstein were really able to create life from inanimate material, from reanimating dead corpses? I think it would be very taxing on the environment and very it would create a big ecological disaster. Because at first it sounds awesome, oh well, we'll be able to see my dead relatives again. They'll be alive, they'll be well, they'll be whatever, good for them and all that. But then you realize that nobody has to treat death anymore. Nobody can die. So then in that case, what happened to the Earth's resources that nobody can die? All the resources would go to them, and then it'd be even more taxing on the environment and whatever. Anyway, there's this funny bit where they have that these heads on the show, and they have they have like 6 months dead, 3 months dead, and 6 weeks dead. And then recently dead is Marty's hoping I go out and think, I ain't got nobody. And cha-cha-cha-cha. It's so funny. Please surprise everyone with that face of his. So anyway, then they go into a grave robbing mode in which they deal a bunch of dead bodies and stuff, and they meet the constable, the one with the wooden arm. I think that's him anyway. Now, this one get a little bit confused here. I know that Peter Brill is different from Boris Karloff in his physical features and face and whatever, but are they implying that the body is the same dead body that Frankenstein used to create the original monster? Because I think that by that point, and by the time his grandson was old enough to do everything that he's doing, I would think that the original monster body would be destroyed. They become resistant, that kind of thing. So anyway, they have to rubber a grave with. I'm gonna assume the same body as the first one. So it says everything will have to be proportionate to being monstrous and huge. To it, he says he would need to have a big slime super. My German is kind of messed up, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't think we have an equivalent to that, or even accurate, but that thing. So I go to he's gonna be very popular one day. So then you gotta get a brain for him in the National Brain Depository. And the name is Hans Delbruck, scientist and saint. So then, would you believe that Igor dropped the brain on the floor and it's covered in broken glass? Now, I think that this could actually be a reference to the movie A Fiend Without a Face, where something similar happens. Good movie, by the way. Now, also, I want to ask the audience this question. If brain were put in water for that long period, would it flatten out? Because you all know it's your brain right now, but in the movie it looks like they're all flat, like they're deflated or something. So anyway, they have and pick out another brain, an abnormal brain, which I have to question again, why would they have an abnormal brain with all the other good scientists over there? So anyway, he takes it back. The good doctor applies it to the real the monster, and then he finds out that it's he says, did you get the brain that I wanted to? Oh, it broke. And who did you get? What brain did you get? Oh, it was Abby someone. Huh? So what you're saying is I put a normal brain inside of a 54-inch wide, 7-foot gorilla, and then just choking him, like the monster just took him, and it's very funny. It's so funny. And then you think the guy ended up the guy ended up saying to him, I'm gonna get you to walk, I'm gonna get you to talk, and you get to do this and that before he tricks him out. So it's very funny that he does all this. Meanwhile, that reminds me whenever I'm sick and stuff. My parents always did to tell me, oh, I'm gonna get you to walk, I'm gonna get you to talk. It hasn't worked so far. So anyway, then they try to heal him and stuff. And then he breaks out of captivity, as it were. And then he goes on his first escapade. And he gets into a problem with the little girl from the first movie, but instead of killing the girl by drowning her, he ends up launching her back into her own house on a seesaw. And then God help me. They have the blind man, and the blind man is played by legendary actor Gene Hackman, and by God, this is so funny. He tried to give him soup. It burns his crotch. Tried to give him wine, and it ends up, and the blind guy ends up smashing glass. And he's like, and then Frankenstein like, that figures. And he tried to light his cigar, and he ends up licking his finger and said, like, wow! And he ran away. And it's really funny. Then the guys tried it. The guy, Frankenstein, Igor, and Inga all get him back, all capture him again. Then he's like, I'm gonna show you how to walk, how to talk, how to be human again, because you are really a bright boy, beautiful, beautiful boy. You're handsome. They're like, what? Are you talking about me? I'm the ugliest thing in the world. You think I'm pretty? And he said, no, I think you're handsome. I think you're good looking and all this. That everyone is jealous of you. And what you do, your muscles, your power, your ability to inspire fear. Like, you cray. No. I have to ask again about the psychological aspects of it. We know that the brain is psychotic, it's crazy, it's abnormal. But would that translate into if you put it into a new body, would that translate into the body being crazy? It'd be like trying to put like Adolf Hitler's brain inside of a new body, inside of a new baby, for example. Would that baby automatically be as nuts and gentle as he is? The same could be said for Charles Manson, something like that. Hi, you thought we were gonna say Marilyn Manson there for a minute. Anyway, but would it be the same thing, Charlie, or any of the other mass murderers like Stalin, Mao Zedong, or anybody else in history with like a monster, like a total hunter, something like that? So, yeah, that would the automatically be a beggar with the brain that reset itself to accommodate for the damage done by whatever abnormality it's got. Like with Venus Gates and all that, it was still able to function, even though a large portion of his brain was disfigured by a railroad spike going through his head, like from here out the top of his head. So that's a good question. Anyway, what was I now? The beautiful boy part. So it's like then it takes the monster, reforms him and all that, and then he also goes to show the polite society how he is different from everybody else, how he's different from everybody that's in he's a monster, he's a bloodthirsty savage, he's a human being and all that now. So he could look at rudimentary, like walking heel to toe, no problem. And then he has him do it in reverse, like a moonwalk. So I'm like, boy, I wish I could do that. And I wish I could do that. Many of the yoga positions that they do in the gym. But anyway, they do that, and then it's like, let me show you something new. So then it's like there's the thing like the famous dance sequence we had the monster dance to put on a red. It is so damn funny because every time he has doing the dance, he does like trying not to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper lucky, pound like a little stick into the ground like a cane. He pound it into the ground. He says, "Butterfly." Like you imagine getting to talk to walk like a real person, kind of have not fear of light and that kind of thing, but you can't make him talk right. He still talks like a gobbled up deaf person. But no offense to anyone. So everything's going good. He tap dancing and all that with and with the doctor. It takes quite a bit of skill. I'll tell you that much. But then a light bulb blows in front of him, and he still has that fear of fire, that primal fear of fire, especially from the first movie. Like, and then that snaps him back into being a rage monster. So the thing is that after that, the crowd turned on him. They start booing at him. They start throwing vegetables at him. They start calling him, for death and all this stuff. And my question is, if you know that this monster has a tendency of doing that and becoming a primal beast, a method of chaos and destruction, why are you gonna anger him on for it? What did that serve? What purpose does that serve? So he ends up getting incarcerated again. This time, he gets he gets caught again, and this time the constable guy, the second in command, if you will, because the constable is doing something else. He's over there teasing him and tormenting him, much like Franz from the first movie. He tortured the monster in the cell, which is not right. Justice for the monster, justice for the monster. Meanwhile, we find out also that Elizabeth came back from America to meet her fiancé and see what it's up to. Meanwhile, Inga just elevated him in more ways than one. And you gotta explain to her what she's been doing with him. It's funny because he has Iko to help him with the bags. You get the ball, I'll get the one in the turban. It means the women. And it's also implied that Igor knows of Elizabeth. I don't know how they do that. I don't think they referenced it. Maybe in college or something. But anyway, they show that. And then they show, he showed that, Elizabeth ended up getting kidnapped again by the monster after, before they did the yummy sound coming from the mother, Mm. So then he takes her away from them, kidnaps her. He says, my father is very, very rich, you'll pay whatever you want. The monster doesn't care about that. Mom's own one thing. And then she's like, oh no, no you can't want that. You can't want that. And he's like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then when they're actually doing it to each other, it's like, oh my, oh my, oh, for this life, I have finally found you. It's so funny because afterwards, cut to them smoking a cigarette afterwards each. So then he's like, oh, right, now you're gonna go at the 7-8 frequency. You have to go out to, you have to go talk to your friends and beg and stuff. I think I love him. So it's funny because that's the moment that Victor von Frankenstein, I keep calling Victor, until, what's his name, Frederick captured him again and performed a brain operation by which the monster will be able to get part of his brain, and therefore it will regulate the cerebral spinal fluid and make him into a normal person, which I know for a fact is bullshit by that explanation alone. Then, I don't know why, but for some reason they have a weird cut where they have in his face like a second or two of that, and then you cut to the rest of the movie. So anyway, they're on the tables that Macabre played by the commissioner, the inspector guy with the we have to get the monster, we have to get him down, we have to destroy him and stuff. So then what happens is that they rush in, they kill the power and destroy all the machines like 1 second before they're supposed to, maybe 5 seconds before that. And Ingrid's like, no, don't do this, don't touch the machinery. But they don't listen. And I guess right when they're supposed to stop the procedure, that's when the monster ends up with half the brain with success. So it's like the monster gets half of the brain of the scientist with all the brute strength and even with a science super. And he's intelligent and he can talk and stuff. And like this man gave me half a brain where everyone else gave me nothing but girlfriend, hatred and all this. So congratulations to him. Then the society is like, we understand that now. Thank you for clarifying. We're very sorry for causing so much heartache. So anyway, now Mascot, aka Elizabeth, is dressed up for the wing night as the bird of Frankenstein with the hair and everything. And she's doing a dance where she's strutting around and she's like a little peacock, enjoying all the benefits of being married to a big guy in more ways than one. And here's a picture of her in color. So yeah, it's funny that she's like this, and mom's like, but because she'd be doing all this stuff with the on her backside and all this stuff, and I'm hot shit and that kind of thing. It's so funny. His reactions are fun. And when he's also doing that speech, that's Peter Boyle's real voice. So then he cuts Inga with her marriage ceremony to the good doctor. He's like, I know in the process, when she's getting ready to seal the deal with people, the marriage. She's over there, singing the same song that she sang during the violence thing. So it kind of breaks the intelligent trance of Dr. Frankenstein. So then he becomes like the monster type of thing. She's like in bed with him. He's like, I understand you gave him your wonderful brain, but what did you get in return? And he's like, and then he's like, oh, what? And then she's like, oh, sweet bitch alive, I finally found you. Now, she's got a real pure voice to get, real pure singing voice to regard. It's so funny, so fresh, so good, and all this stuff. This movie is a gem. Okay, it's a classic masterpiece. I didn't even talk to you about the part with the inspector guy and Frankenstein over there with playing cards. That's funny about itself too. But then the part where he uses his own fist as a batting ram, it's funny. And the part that no one can understand him, it's hilarious too. And almost every moment of this movie is hilarious. And actual cruelty, Igor just said the word blue girl and horses go nuts. He never goes back to America. He also the blue girl is the one that also started all the chain of events where Frankenstein would find the journal and the medical stuff, and then revive Frankenstein monster. And then she's the one that has the cigar and the violin. And Frankenstein was even her boyfriend, which I don't know how it works out in age and differences and stuff, but whatever floats your boat. And I never imagined about the Ovaltine brandy jokes that they had. It's just so funny. This movie is one of the funniest movies I ever saw. Probably even more funny than Monster Attacks. But like I said, this movie not only is a parody movie, but it could also fit into the canon of Frankenstein, or in this case, Frankenstein. I mean, the joke's funny, the cast is hilarious, the music is good too. In fact, I got played the French horn, the Douglas violin, it's classic. And I love the joke when he said, you know what, when he thinks that the monster is dead and not reanimated, he said, you know what my father used to say when something like this happened to him all the time? Yeah, the goddamn bathroom. What are you gonna do? Live in there forever? Yeah, get out. My dad said the same thing to me too. So this whole movie is a whole barrel of laughs, and I highly recommend it. So, as I said before, I give this my happy face silver pull because this movie is not only funny, but it's pish pants right funny. And I thank you for watching my video on Young Frankenstein for the month of Halloween, October in 2024. It's super funny. It's supernaturally funny. And it's a crime against you and your children if you never see this movie. Go watch it. Go watch it with them. Not very young children, but the teenagers and up all okay with it. But watch this movie. You will die laughing. And hopefully you'll be resurrected. So anyway, if you like what you see here and you want to see more of my videos, always like, comment, share my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want, you can feel free to contact me for any future ideas for future things and content. My number, you can call me or text me at 631-707-3707, or you can find me on Twitter or X if you prefer at PNelsonPro. And my email address is jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So I salute all you guys. I salute Mel Brooks. They still kicking around. I salute Gene Wilder and everybody in the cast. Jackman, Bin, Captain Han. Dick just passed away recently, and Terry Carr, who's the mother of Phoebe from Friends, Lisa Kudrow. And yeah, this movie is hilarious. I highly recommend it. Peace out, my other cool couplings, and aloha. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in the land. Bye.